Good evening, everyone. Today, I invite you to reflect on something invisible yet profoundly powerful, your aura. We've all heard people say, there's just something about that person. What they're sensing isn't just charisma. It's energy, it's presence, it's aura, and in some cases that aura is so powerful, so intense, that it becomes difficult for others to fully comprehend or even tolerate. As Shi Heng Yi wisely teaches, the journey inward reveals far more than the world outside ever could. So if you've ever felt like you're too much for people, if others pull away from your presence, misunderstand you, or feel overwhelmed around you, perhaps it's not you who's too much, it's your aura that's too powerful. Let's explore 13 signs that indicate your aura radiates a strength that many simply aren't ready to handle. From emotional intelligence to deep self-awareness, from unshakable calm to a presence that silences rooms, each of these signs points to a profound inner power cultivated through mindfulness, discipline, and personal growth. But this is not about ego. It's about energy. It's about responsibility. A powerful aura isn't for control, it's for guidance, healing, and truth. If you relate to these signs, understand this. You were never meant to shrink yourself to fit others' comfort zone. You were born to lead, to raise vibrations, and to challenge the status quo, not with force, but with unwavering presence. Your energy is a gift. Honor it, protect it, and above all, share it wisely. Thank you. Your aura is more than just a spiritual idea. It's an energetic signature that you carry everywhere you go. It's not something people can see with their physical eyes, but they can absolutely feel it. Think of it as the silent language of your soul, constantly transmitting your emotional, mental, and even spiritual state into the space around you. When you walk into a room, long before you speak or take any action, your aura has already made an impression. It's the reason why some people feel instantly drawn to you, and others might become uncomfortable without understanding why. This invisible force field is shaped by your thoughts, your intentions, your past experiences, your healing, and the level of inner peace or chaos you carry within. The more time you spend on personal growth, whether it's through meditation, mindfulness, physical discipline, or emotional healing, the stronger and clearer your aura becomes. It becomes magnetic. It speaks of confidence, serenity, and depth. Some may call it presence, others might say it's charisma, but what it really is the vibration of your true self radiating outward without filters or masks. And that is something incredibly rare in today's world. When you begin to realize the power of your aura, you also begin to understand why protecting your energy is so important. Because not everyone can handle the truth of who you really are, and not everyone is meant to. A powerful aura, while a gift, can often be misunderstood. It can unintentionally make others feel exposed, uncomfortable, or even intimidated. This has nothing to do with you being aggressive or unkind. Rather, it's the sheer intensity of your presence that challenges others without you even trying. When your aura is strong, it naturally mirrors the truth back to people. It reveals insecurities, brings hidden emotions to the surface, and breaks through the social masks many are used to wearing. Most people are not ready for that kind of confrontation, even if it's a silent one. They may feel unsettled, confused, or even defensive in your presence, simply because your energy is unlike what they're used to. You don't fit into the mold of shallow conversations or performative interactions. Your presence demands authenticity, whether intentionally or not, and that can be overwhelming for those who are not used to being real with themselves. It's important to understand that this isn't a flaw in you. If people pull away, act distant, or behave strangely around you, it's not necessarily because you've done anything wrong. It could simply be that your energy is vibrating on a frequency they are not yet aligned with. Imagine your aura as a high-powered light in a dark room. It doesn't need to apologize for shining, but not everyone is ready to open their eyes and see. Some may resent the light because it forces them to acknowledge the darkness within themselves. And while this might cause you to question yourself at times or feel isolated, know this: your energy is not too much, it's just potent. It carries weight, presence, and power, and only those who have done their own inner work will feel peace in your presence instead of discomfort. Heng often speaks about the path of internal mastery, the idea that real power doesn't come from external accomplishments, titles, or appearances, but from mastering what lies within. Your aura, in many ways, is a direct reflection of that inner journey. It reveals the amount of discipline you practice daily, the emotional control you've developed, and the clarity of mind you've cultivated through self-awareness. When someone sees you calmly navigating chaos, responding with wisdom instead of reacting impulsively, or carrying peace even in stressful environments, that's not just personality. It's your inner training manifesting outwardly as a strong aura. This mastery doesn't come overnight. It's the result of consistent effort, often in silence, far away from the eyes of the world. It's built through practices that many people overlook: daily meditation, controlling your breathing, observing your emotions without becoming a slave to them, letting go of ego, and choosing awareness over reaction. The more aligned your inner world becomes, the more powerful and clear your energy becomes to those around you. You start to operate from a place of intention rather than impulse. You speak less but say more. You begin to influence not by force but by presence, and this influence isn't always loud. It's often subtle yet deeply felt. Heng teaches that it is only when the mind becomes still that the truth can be seen. This stillness, this internal clarity, creates a magnetic field around you that others may not fully understand but can definitely feel. That's why people often feel safe, grounded, or even emotional in your presence without knowing why. It's because your aura carries the weight of someone who has faced their own inner storms and come out stronger, calmer, and more conscious. This level of inner mastery cannot be faked, and it cannot be borrowed. It has to be earned, and once it is, your aura becomes a silent testimony to the depth of your spiritual strength. When your aura is truly powerful, one of the most noticeable signs is your ability to remain calm, centered, and composed in situations where others might lose control. This calmness isn't just about staying quiet during chaos. It's a deep inner stillness that comes from knowing who you are and being at peace with yourself. It's not the absence of emotions, but rather the ability to observe your emotions without being ruled by them. People with strong auras don't get easily provoked because their sense of identity doesn't depend on external approval or validation. Their emotional intelligence is finely tuned. They respond with intention rather than react out of impulse. That emotional clarity is like a lighthouse for others, especially in environments where anxiety, fear, or uncertainty are high. When you possess this level of emotional awareness, it becomes evident in your everyday actions. You listen without the need to interrupt. You speak only when there's value to add. You don't let temporary feelings lead to permanent decisions. This level of control over your inner landscape gives your aura a grounding energy, something that makes people feel more stable and secure just by being around you. It's not about being emotionless, it's about being emotionally mature. You know how to navigate disappointment, anger, sadness, or even joy with grace and balance. And when others are spiraling in emotional confusion, your steadiness becomes a quiet refuge. This clarity of emotion and thought doesn't just benefit you, it influences everyone in your surroundings. Without even trying, you become a source of strength for others. They begin to mirror your calmness. Your presence alone can de-escalate tense situations, bring focus to scattered thoughts, and create a space where others feel safe enough to be vulnerable. This is the power of a refined aura. It doesn't just serve you, it elevates the energy of the room you walk into, and often people won't even realize what's happening. They'll just feel better around you, more focused, more heard, and more grounded. That's the kind of unspoken impact a powerful, emotionally clear aura can have. When your aura carries a powerful frequency, it often results in others misunderstanding you or feeling uncomfortable in your presence, not because you are doing anything wrong, but because your energy operates on a level that challenges them in ways they may not be ready for. You might notice that people keep their distance, become defensive, or even project their insecurities onto you. This isn't a reflection of your flaws. It's a reflection of how your energetic presence brings out parts of themselves they may not want to face. Your aura acts like a mirror, silently revealing truths that others often try to avoid. It shines a light on things they'd rather keep hidden: unresolved emotions, limiting beliefs, unhealed wounds, and for many, that can be deeply unsettling. It's important to understand that the discomfort you trigger in others doesn't mean you need to change who you are. In fact, it means you are growing, evolving, and aligning with your higher self. People who operate in lower frequencies, such as fear, jealousy, insecurity, or denial, may subconsciously perceive your energy as a threat, not because you intend to threaten them, but because your vibration doesn't allow space for superficiality or emotional dishonesty. Your energy may naturally call for depth, authenticity, and accountability, and many people are not yet ready to meet that call. They may retreat, gossip, criticize, or avoid you, but it's not truly about you. It's about how they feel in your presence. Sometimes this can lead to feelings of loneliness or confusion. You may wonder why your kindness is met with suspicion, or why your honesty feels too intense for others to handle. But this is the cost of carrying a strong, awakened aura in a world that often prefers comfort over truth. Your energy shakes the walls of comfort zones. It creates emotional friction because it challenges others to rise, to reflect, and to grow. And while this might alienate some people from your life, it also serves a higher purpose. It filters out those who are not aligned with your path and draws in the few who truly resonate with your essence. So when people misread you, pull away, or say you're too much, remind yourself that you are not here to shrink. You are here to illuminate, and those who are meant to walk with you will not only understand your energy, they will be inspired by it. A powerful aura is not something that exists to dominate, control, or overpower others. That's a common misconception rooted in ego-driven thinking. True energetic strength isn't loud or aggressive. It's quiet, steady, and deeply influential. When your aura is powerful, its purpose isn't to make people feel small. It's to inspire them to rise. It's not about asserting superiority or demanding attention. It's about leading through presence, compassion, and authenticity. The energy you radiate naturally sets a tone, creates space for truth, and uplifts those who are open to receiving it. But to carry this kind of energy with integrity, you must let go of the need to impress or compete. Your aura becomes most powerful not when you try to shine brighter than others, but when you become a source of light that helps others find their own. This kind of influence is deeply rooted in humility. People with truly strong auras often don't even realize how much they affect those around them, because they don't seek recognition or validation. They're not trying to lead, they simply are. Their alignment with themselves, their values, and their purpose is so clear that others naturally follow or look to them for guidance. And when they speak, people listen, not because they demand attention, but because their words are infused with sincerity and insight. This is leadership of the highest kind, the kind that doesn't need titles or authority to make an impact. It's leadership that comes from alignment, not ambition. The power of such an aura is also healing. It offers others the safety to open up, the courage to be real, and the inspiration to grow. You may find that people confide in you without even knowing why, or that your presence alone calms someone in distress. This isn't magic, it's energetic resonance. When you've done the work to know yourself, accept yourself, and live in alignment with your higher values, your energy becomes a safe and empowering space for others. You don't need to fix anyone. You don't need to preach. Just by being fully yourself, you allow others to begin their own process of becoming. So remember, your aura is not a weapon, it's a tool for light, for truth, and for transformation. And when used with awareness and compassion, it becomes a silent force that creates meaningful change, not through pressure, but through presence. Self-awareness is one of the most essential qualities when it comes to understanding and managing a powerful aura. Without it, even a strong, radiant energy can unintentionally overwhelm or misalign with others. When you're self-aware, you don't just know how you feel. You understand how your presence, your energy, and your emotions impact the space and the people around you. This level of inner observation allows you to carry your aura with mindfulness rather than ego. It's the difference between simply having energy and consciously directing it. People with strong auras who lack self-awareness may unintentionally come across as arrogant, forceful, or insensitive. But when you're aware of the effect you have, you can adjust the way you communicate, listen, and support others, making your energy a source of comfort and inspiration instead of intimidation. This doesn't mean you should dim your light or shrink your presence to make others feel comfortable. Rather, it means learning how to honor your energy without letting it dominate the room unnecessarily. It's about knowing when to speak and when to stay silent, when to lead and when to simply hold space. Self-awareness helps you discern when your aura is uplifting others and when it might be unintentionally confronting them. And instead of reacting to how people respond to your energy, you learn to observe with compassion, understanding that everyone is on their own journey. You begin to recognize that not everyone can meet your frequency, and that's okay. You stop needing to explain yourself or seek approval because you trust your presence and you know your intention. Moreover, being self-aware also protects your energy. You can tell when you're giving too much, when someone is draining your peace, or when a situation doesn't resonate with your values. You become more selective about who you spend time with and where you place your energy. You're not driven by external noise or superficial interactions. Instead, you move from a grounded place of inner clarity, and that alone strengthens your aura even more. People may not always understand you, but they'll sense something different, something powerful, intentional, and deeply real. That's the result of living with self-awareness, you don't just shine, you illuminate with purpose. Ultimately, self-awareness transforms a powerful aura from something that just exists to something that heals, empowers, and elevates. It ensures that your energy not only reflects who you are, but also aligns with what the world truly needs: truth, peace, and conscious presence. Having a powerful aura is a gift, but with great power comes great responsibility. Your energy isn't just yours to wield however you want. It carries an impact on everyone around you, whether you realize it or not. When your aura is strong, it acts like a beacon, attracting people, situations, and opportunities that align with your frequency, but it also has the power to influence the emotional and energetic atmosphere of a room. This means that how you choose to use your energy matters deeply. You can either uplift, inspire, and heal, or you can unintentionally drain, overwhelm, or intimidate others. Recognizing this responsibility is the first step toward using your aura wisely. Using your aura responsibly means cultivating intention in how you show up in the world. It means being mindful of the vibrations you send out through your words, your actions, and even your silence. When you understand that your energy can deeply affect others, you start to choose compassion over judgment, patience over frustration, and authenticity over ego. You learn that being powerful doesn't mean overpowering. It means creating space for others to grow and feel safe in your presence. This awareness helps you avoid careless behavior that could harm relationships or environments. Instead, you become a guardian of your own energy, setting clear boundaries and protecting your inner peace so that your aura remains a positive force. Moreover, responsibility means using your aura not just for personal gain, but for a higher purpose. Many spiritual teachers, including Shi Hengyi, emphasize that energy should be directed toward healing, truth, and service. When your aura is aligned with these principles, it acts as a light that not only elevates you, but also elevates those around you. This can manifest in many ways, encouraging others to face their fears, inspiring them to pursue growth, or simply offering calm and reassurance during difficult times. Your energy becomes a tool for transformation, both within yourself and in your community. At the same time, this responsibility requires constant self-reflection and growth. You have to regularly check in with yourself to ensure your intentions remain pure and your energy balanced. It's easy to fall into patterns of using your aura for validation, control, or influence, even unconsciously. That's why humility is crucial. It keeps you grounded and open to learning. When you accept that your aura is a responsibility, not just a gift, you commit to ongoing self-improvement and mindful presence. Ultimately, embracing this responsibility transforms your aura from something powerful but potentially overwhelming into a source of healing, inspiration, and light. You become someone who not only understands the magnitude of your energy, but also uses it wisely to make a meaningful difference. This is the true power of a radiant aura. It's not just about how strong your energy is, but how wisely and compassionately you choose to share it with the world. To truly honor the power of your aura, remember that it is both a gift and a responsibility. Embrace your energy with confidence, but also with kindness and wisdom. Let your presence be a source of light that uplifts, heals, and inspires those around you. And as you continue to grow and evolve, never forget that the strongest power comes not from forcing others to follow, but from shining so brightly that they naturally want to walk beside you. Your aura is uniquely yours. Own it, protect it, and use it to create positive change in the world. Thank you for listening, and may your energy always be a force for good.